first grade, we have been talking a lot about how sentences start and how sentences end. And this past week, we learned a lot about how to start a sentence by using a capital. This week, we're going to learn about how to end a sentence. And there are two different types of sentences that we'll be working with this year. And there's two different end marks. So I have made this poster and it says, how should your sentence end? And you have two ways you could end it for right now. We'll learn a third way later on this year. But the first one is a period, and the second one is a question mark. So this says, a sentence that tells you something is a telling sentence. It will end with a period. So I gave you an example. It says, it is a cold day. And you can see there's a big period there. So a telling sentence tells you something. It gives you information. And anything like that is going to end with a period. Now, we also have question sentences, also known as asking sentences. So a sentence that asks you something is an asking sentence. It will end with a question mark. For example, I'm going to move this down just a little bit. It says, how are you today? So question sentences always end with a question mark, and they want you to give more information. They want you to tell something. They're going to ask you something. So, for your activity today, you're going to see 8 different sentences. And each sentence has a square at the end of the sentence. And you're going to decide if it's an asking sentence or a telling sentence and draw in the correct end mark. So I'm going to do a couple of examples up here. So one would be, it is a nice day. So it is a nice day is our sentence. Now, is this telling you something or is this asking you something? Think for 1 second. If you said it is telling you something, you are correct. It would end with a period. Now let's try another one. All right, our next sentence is, what is for lunch? What is for lunch? Think about that. Is that a telling sentence or an asking sentence? If you said an asking sentence, you are correct. And if you can see, you put a question mark. There are some key words that will help you to know if it's an asking sentence. Let me grab another marker here and I will write them on the board. Some asking sentence words that will help you to know it's an asking sentence. What? Why? How? Where? And there's one more. Who? Those are all words, if they start a sentence, they're going to help you to know that that is an asking sentence. So we have how, where, what, why, and who. So if that's the case, let's think about that as I write another sentence, and then you can tell if it's an asking sentence or a telling sentence. All right, my sentence is, I am your teacher. Let's see, does it have any of these words in it to start the sentence? I don't see any, so that tells me this is telling me something. This is a telling sentence, so it's going to end with a period. Let's do one more example, and then you'll be off to do your activity on Seesaw. All right, the question is, where is my hat? Let's see. Oh, I see that question word there. Where is my hat? So that tells me this is probably going to be a question sentence. They're looking for more information. They have a question, so they are asking something. So it's going to end with a question mark. Okay? So you're going to get ready to do your Seesaw activity. You will see 8 sentences on your paper, and you will see a a box at the end. You need to either put a period or a question mark. If you need help reading the sentences, you can ask a grown-up to help you. If not, try and use your reading strategies to figure out the sentences. I did put a few picture clues in there to help you out, and draw in the end mark that you will use, either a period or a question mark.